Hey there, everyone. Welcome to your reading. So today's reading is what should you be cautious of? Okay, so this could be cautious of anything. It could be like, eating habits. It could be people. I don't know what the messages are gonna say really, but let's see. Okay, guys. So we have three groups today. We have group one, group two, and group three. If you want to pause the video to choose your pile, feel free to do so. But I shall see you guys in your reading, okay? Bye. Hey there, for everyone who picked group one, who chose this crystal, I'll just leave this here. This is for you guys. So, what should you guys be cautious of? Okay, I'm going to have a look at your tarot cards first. The first card we have is the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse as well. And we have the Seven of Wands upright. Okay, so straight away when I saw the Queen of Pentacles reverse and the Nine of Pentacles reverse, I feel like some of you maybe should be cautious of maybe spending habits, spending things on unnecessary stuff. I'm mostly hearing though, like if you're like, be cautious of spending if the intention behind it is to impress someone or to, materialistic reasons essentially. Okay, so just be cautious of overspending money, and look at your intentions, when you spend money, if that makes sense. So if the intention behind it is not because I want to, like, I have the money, I can do what I want, like I want this, like if you're doing it for you, then kind of like do you. But if you're kind of doing it for like appearances or materialistic reasons, just definitely be cautious. Okay, guys. A next thing that's coming up that some of you guys might have to be cautious about is jealous people, unfortunately. For some of you, it could be like if you're experiencing feelings of jealousy and maybe you kind of feel like you need to, up your appearance or, kind of do something in regards to your appearance, maybe like dye your hair, buy some new trainers, some like cute little wedges. I don't know, guys. Okay, but like if you're doing certain things for like outside approval, outside of yourself, then definitely be cautious of that. Um, for some of you, if you kind of like experience feelings of jealousy, I feel like that's pretty normal. Kind of be cautious of that too, but I'm not really actually feeling that message. I just thought I should throw that out there, just in case that message was meant to reach someone. But mostly what I'm getting is that some of you need to be cautious of people who are, have their eyes on what you have, people who are coveting what you have. Okay, so definitely be cautious of, people who may, smile in your face, but, deep down, their goal or their intention is to have you, somewhere lower than them or to kind of, ruin something for you guys. So definitely be cautious of who you let in your space, especially if that person is like a low-key hater or someone just who doesn't have good intentions for you. Okay, so definitely be cautious of jealous people, people who want what you have. Okay, group one. So let's see what else we have. The next card we have is cellophone. Cellophone. Oh god, I'm so sorry. The next card we have is cell phone. Did I really say cellophone? Let me just move this up a bit. Okay, we have cell phone, we have X, and we have money. So yeah, some of you definitely maybe should be cautious of your spending habits. And like, it's not a completely, like, don't worry, like, don't feel like you need to live on noodles, like, for the rest, like, for like a month or something. It's not that serious. Like, the energy behind it, like, I'm picking up, like, especially in regards to the spending, it's not that serious. But just be mindful of your intentions when you are spending. And if you are gonna, like, be extravagant or like spend money on things, especially if they're not like necessary, um, then make sure you're doing it for you, like, make sure you're not looking for any outside validation or anything like that. So yeah, another thing that's coming through for you, group one, to be cautious of is communication, maybe how you communicate with people. So what I'm hearing is that maybe kind of like brushing up on your communication skills, or just maybe finding ways to help you communicate effectively, or kind of just work on your communication, how you communicate with others, stuff like that. That's another thing you need to be cautious of. Maybe kind of having your words misinterpreted. So yeah, just be careful of the words that kind of come out of your mouth, if that makes sense. Especially I'm hearing it, especially if it's negative, like, don't speak things into your existence is what I'm hearing. So definitely be cautious of that. Kind of speaking negatively to yourself, and kind of manifesting in a negative situation, just because of the words we kind of let slip out of our mouth. So just definitely be cautious of that. Another thing that you may like need to be cautious of, group one, is for some of you, maybe reuniting with an ex, reuniting with something that you left in the past, especially if you left it in the past for good reason. Okay, so definitely be cautious of that. Okay, inviting something back into your life. I feel like I feel like this ex energy, whether it's an ex friend, and I don't know, okay? But X anything. So just definitely be cautious of their intentions, because I do kind of get the feeling that, they'll kind of be all smiles in your face, and, behind your back, it'll be like stab, stab, stab. So definitely be cautious of who you let into your circle, group one, okay? So I hope that made sense for you. I hope it made sense for your situation. And listen, if the messages like didn't resonate, like, just kind of throw it away. If it didn't make sense for you and your situation, like, don't try to like make the messages fit, okay? But anyways, that is all I have for you. I'm wishing you all the best on your journeys, and take care, okay? Bye. Hey there, group two. For those of you who chose this crystal, this rock, this is for you guys, okay? So we're going to start off with your tarot cards first. And we are looking into today, what should you be cautious of, okay? So the first card we have is the Page of Cups. We have the Ace of Cups reversed. The Page of Cups is reversed as well, okay, guys? And we also have the Five of Wands, the Five of Branches. Okay, so let's see. What is it that you should be cautious of right now? Let me just move this up a bit. Sorry about that. Okay. What is it that you should be cautious of? I'm hearing for some of you, be cautious of, I'm hearing maybe sorry, oh my God, I can't even get my words out. For some of you, group two, you need to be cautious of, I'm hearing so many different things. Like, I'm hearing letting negative emotions dictate the actions you take. Like, that's really specific and yeah, really random. I wasn't even going to say that originally, but that's just a message that wanted to come through. For some of you, you need to be cautious of maybe being a bit too serious. If that serious comment doesn't resonate with you, I'm also hearing another message that if you can be someone who's quite free-spirited, quite loving, someone who's very inviting, and like, lovely and just childlike and innocent, the message here, definitely be cautious of maybe being, naive, or being, manipulated in some way. For some of you, what I'm hearing is definitely be cautious of creating a block within yourself, especially a block in regards to love. I'm hearing some of you guys may have, this is so random. I don't, okay, I'm just going to say it. So some of you may have, had some bad experiences in regards to love, and perhaps those experiences kind of, changed something within you, maybe changed how you react to love, react to kind of connecting with people. And the message here is to definitely be cautious of blocking yourself off from, love. This could be friendships. This could be, connecting with family members. I don't know. Okay, like connecting with the community, but definitely be cautious of being too blocked off when it comes to emotion. Okay. Another thing that's coming through is be cautious of anger, maybe being overly competitive as well. Be cautious of tension within yourself uh, as well, guys. Like, I'm just getting a lot of pent up energy with this group. So yeah, definitely be cautious of anger, and be cautious of where you're directing that anger. Okay, so some of you guys need to actually maybe take in account of how you're feeling. Kind of like regularly. I have no idea if I said that word right. Regularly check in with yourself, check in with your emotions, see how you're feeling, just so that you can be careful that if you are, feeling a bit off, or if you are feeling a bit tense or, frustrated, just be cautious of where that energy can be directed, okay? Especially if it's towards, I don't know why I'm hearing that, but especially if it's directed towards someone who can be quite sensitive, or quite like young at heart, or quite soft, or gentle nature. Yeah, just be cautious of that, guys. Okay, I'm hearing competition, so be cautious of being overly competitive. I'm hearing, remember, you're in a lane of your own, a league of your own. um I'm hearing also, you don't have to play by someone else's rules. This group is so random. I'm just getting like literally random messages in my head. But yeah, let's see what else we have. Okay, this is so random, but I'm also hearing be careful of pinching the pennies. Be cautious of pinching the pennies. Okay, so for some of you, be cautious of like not being like too restrictive with yourself. Okay, so definitely be cautious of restricting yourself in some way, especially not to an extreme. Okay, like if you feel like, for example, if you're on a diet, like you don't need to eat like 5 cucumbers, like a cucumber a day. Like, you can have a cookie on that fifth day. I don't know, okay, guys, but just don't be too hard on yourself. For some of you, if this is in regards to money, and like you're saving and you're kind of like trying to pinch the pennies, definitely be cautious. Like, obviously, if you have to save, then you have to save, you know what I mean? But kind of don't be too strict with yourself or too harsh, okay? Because I feel like when we do that, especially when it comes to money and saving, when we're pinching the pennies and we're being overly like, is litigious the right word? But when we're being overly involved with our money, with our finances, sometimes it can create further blocks down the road, because like you're telling the universe essentially that I have to save my money in order to like have like the bare minimum. I don't know, I have no idea what I'm waffling on about right now, but that's the message that's coming through. Okay, group 2. The next cards we have are fire. Yeah, that's the message I was getting for some of you. Okay, we have chase, and we also have box. So for some of you, I feel like if you okay, look, I'm getting this message loud and clear. Okay, if some of you have been if some of you have been if some of you have been hiding behind like innocence or hiding behind like a sweet personality, now's the time to stop, okay? Like, be cautious of being too sweet. Like, I feel like for some of you, the message here is to definitely be more aggressive in some way, which kind of contradicts the message I was saying down here. But I feel like, I don't know, that's why I'm kind of getting two messages. Like, take it as it resonates. If you're someone who's serious, then maybe apply the opposite, like, in regards to like not having blocks when it comes to emotions. But the message I'm hearing now is that if you are someone who, doesn't really take things seriously, if you're quite lighthearted, just kind of easygoing, definitely be cautious of that. And maybe it could be beneficial to adopt a more serious, persona. For some of you, definitely be cautious of hiding yourself, uh, and be cautious of going after something too hard, too aggressively. Like, there needs to be this balance, I'm hearing. But yeah, for some of you also, release hiding yourself. Like, allow yourself, to shine in some way. I'm sorry, guys. I know these messages were a bit back and forth today. Like, I was getting messages for like two groups of people, I believe. But yeah, that is all I have for you, group uh, two. I hope this reading made sense for you. And I'm wishing you all the best on your journeys. Okay, so take care of yourself, guys. Bye. Hey there, group number three. For those of you who chose this here crystal, this is for you guys. I'll leave this at the front. So we're going to look at your tarot cards first. And we're going to be looking at what do you need to be cautious of, okay? So the first card we have is the Seven of Feathers. The Seven of Swords. The Page of Branches. The Page of Wands. And we also have the Four of Pentacles. So what does my group threes need to be cautious of? What do they need to be cautious of? Okay, so group three, be cautious of holding on too tightly to your money, to your finances, to your possessions, because it could be creating blocks in, further abundance and further blessings, further, monetary and, material blessings are bestowed upon you. Okay, so definitely be careful about the relationship you may have with money. Yeah, just for some of you, be cautious of, feelings of jealousy and feelings of, possessiveness. Okay. So, for example, if you feel like you're being controlled or you feel like you're being possessed in some way, then definitely be cautious of, that dynamic in your life. And if, for example, if you're someone who's very controlled, like it has to be this way, this way, this way, this way, then definitely be cautious of that. Definitely be cautious of being maybe too uptight. And I'm hearing for some of you, like, be cautious of being extremely blunt and maybe even, hurtful when it comes to your words. Bit random, but yeah. Let's see what the oracle cards, see what oracle cards we have as well. We have animal, we have school, and we also have computer. Okay, so group number three, be cautious of people who are selling dreams. Okay, so be cautious of, kind of, communications or offers, contracts that kind of seem too good to be true. Definitely be cautious, kind of do your homework, background checks, all of that stuff. Just be very mindful of the words people say to you and maybe even not holding on to promises. I'm hearing as well. So random. I'm also hearing be cautious of impulsiveness. Okay, so definitely be, which is kind of contradicting what I said earlier of being too controlled, but maybe this message is for someone else. So yeah, definitely be cautious of maybe, being too impulsive, especially if you don't have all the info surrounding something, especially if it's in regards to a project, something creative, maybe even your career, like something you're very passionate about. Just just be cautious of being impulsive and not doing the homework, like not doing the legwork first. Another thing that you should be cautious of is being tested, maybe education. Be cautious of education. What? Sorry, guys, give me a second. Okay, so another thing I'm hearing, group three, is to be careful of the information you are digesting, okay? So this could be like on social media, or if, like, for example, if you're really obsessed about a certain topic or a certain subject, like for me it is, I don't actually, I'm not going to say that right now, but but yeah, just be careful of, or be cautious of the information you are digesting, okay? Yeah, and be cautious of maybe people who are, really impulsive, people who are, can be a little bit immature. Be cautious of that as well, and people who like can be a little bit reckless, okay? And obviously, if you feel like you're embodying that energy right now of maybe being a little bit chaotic and impulsive, obviously you be cautious. But if that's an external energy that you're experiencing, definitely be cautious of any reckless, behaviors, especially if it is introduced to you, or the idea is brought to you from an outside source, okay? So yeah, wow, group four, this was, no, group three, this was much simpler, or well, quicker than the first two readings. But anyways, that is all I have for you. I hope this reading made sense for you and your situation, and I'm wishing you all the best on your journeys, okay? So take care of yourself, guys. Bye.